Preston here with Landis Technologies, and today we're going to go over what's new in Contact Center for the Q4 2025 update. We had some major updates, some added channels. I'm excited to present. Let's jump into it. So first of all, I want to announce some new channels. We've had the voice channel fully built out. We had web chat. We had social media chat. And the channels we're announcing that we're adding are SMS, WhatsApp, and RCS. Now, specifically, SMS and WhatsApp were highly requested channels to be added to our system. And this further enables your organization to connect on whatever channel that your client or your customer wants to connect with you. So it opens that up to give you the ability to do that. And just like our web chat was, it's based right in your Teams client, right in your Teams chat. It doesn't require a separate app to be able to connect to your clients. The other major announcement that I want to make is that Copilot Studio integration is now available with Landis Contact Center. So what this gives you the ability to do is to create Copilot agents that interact with your chats and can answer questions or can take actions for clients, can provide documentation, those types of things before you even have an agent, a person connecting to that chat. One of the reasons I'm really excited about this is Copilot agents continues to get more and more capabilities, different ways that it can handle problems and better iterations with every new AI model that they're utilizing and making available. What this does is brings all those new features into Landis right as they become available in Microsoft. We just came off the back of Microsoft Ignite, an event out in San Francisco this year, and they announced a lot of new features and features coming soon in the Copilot agent space. This will make those available as soon as they become available in Microsoft. So we're really excited about what's available now and that it just continues to evolve and continues to make additional actions and interactions possible in our system as well. We also added an IVA for chat. This is, so we had the IVR that was built mostly around voice, and this gives you the ability to add some of those same features to chat. So whether that's just as simple as checking your hours, your holiday hours before it routes to an agent and have different actions on off hours, those types of things, or as complex as doing a data dip and checking what it knows and smart routing based on that to the appropriate department, but it adds those functions to the chat like we had in the voice as well. We added a number of other features or in some cases made features better. I want to highlight a few of them. The wallboard, we added the IVR information. So this is whether it's the IVA with the chats or the IVR with voice. You can add to your wallboard to be able to give information about that. Those interactions for the day are live interactions on the wallboard. Reporting, we added wrap-up time tracking, I should say, to those reports. Now, in a queue summary scenario, you're going to look at the average wrap-up time for the queue. Or maybe you go to an agent and see what their average wrap-up time is, or specific interactions, how long the wrap-up time was. This further gives you more information about how your agents are handling their post-call wrap-up time. Transcription received some upgrades. One of them is the ability to download the full copy of the transcription. I'm going to jump over to the Landis Contact Center and just show you can either download or copy the full transcription. I'm here in a call details page where a recording was taken for a call. And it just gives you the ability, if all you're doing is copying it into a document or into an email or into your CRM, you can do that manually very easily with the click of a button from that page now. We also added some automation and post-call actions, and specifically I'm going to highlight two of them, webhooks that were added. Recordings is the first one I want to talk about. So the recording webhook, after a recording is captured, it can send it out. And there's a few scenarios it can be used for. Number one, you can put that full transcript, because that's included in that webhook, into a CRM scenario. So let's say I'm an agent that's making calls, that's taking calls for an opportunity in Salesforce. I have a sales opportunity. that customer calls in, it records that call, takes that full transcript, and after the call, it posts it as an interaction in the Salesforce opportunity. And that gives me the ability to go back and see that right with the opportunity. It also gives me the ability to summarize that along with the tools in Salesforce or Dynamics or whatever platform you're using, but it gives you the ability to have that information all right in that system as well. The other option would be to dump those transcripts, and it can be both, but you can dump those transcripts into a data warehouse. And this gives you the ability to then query all of that data, the list of transcripts, with questions. So maybe you have a manager that's saying, what were the most common causes for escalations this week for my agents? And so an AI tool can sift through those transcripts and be able to tell you that kind of information. Keep in mind, this is not something that you have to know about ahead of time and program in. It's something that you can come back and query later. And so it gives you great power to be able to have a metric that you want to figure out, and you can come back and look at that information. So there's a lot of other things that this makes available. That's two examples. The file name and location of the recording, that kind of stuff is also included, so it would all be available there as well in that webhook. And then agent details. Basically, that agent details report can be exported now automatically as well, as opposed to being just able to view it in Landis Contact Center. The Unify model with Landis Contact Center is now certified with Microsoft. That happened in Q3 of this year. We were certified before Microsoft announced the Unify model as GA. We continue to see updates along with that model that make more and more use cases for it. If you're curious about it, we'd be glad to discuss some of the possibilities using the Unify model. The beauty of how we're bringing this to market is we allow our customers to decide which model works best for them. So if the Extend model, the one that's more mature and has been in place for years, is the best fit for most of your workloads, but you have one workload you want to switch over to the Unify, whether you're a current customer or a new customer, that option is available, and it's not a tear down and rebuild the whole system. It's just switching that one workload to that new model. So certainly contact us if you have any questions. There were many other fixes and updates that were rolled out with this update. We do have documentation on all of it on our docs page, the What's New in Contact Center. Feel free to look through that. If you have any questions about how some of these features may be utilized in your organization, we'd be glad to discuss it. Thanks for watching.